The world as we know it has just been turned completely upside down, and if you thought 2025 was a wild ride for the history books, then you are absolutely not ready for what just happened in 2026, because the unthinkable has finally occurred, and the internet is currently in a state of absolute meltdown right now. We are talking about a moment that will be etched into the archives of history forever, because the disgraced former royal Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor has officially been taken into custody, and the footage of the former prince in shackles is currently the #1 most viewed video on every single social media platform across the entire globe. For years we have heard the whispers and seen the headlines, but nobody truly believed that a member of the most powerful family in the world would actually face the cold, hard reality of a jail cell. Yet here we are watching the fallout of a scandal so massive, it makes every other celebrity feud look like a playground disagreement. This is the moment the world has been waiting for since the initial Epstein files first started leaking years ago. But this latest batch of evidence is something far more sinister and graphic than anything we have ever seen before. Before we dive into the minute-by-minute breakdown of how this arrest went down, I have to ask you right now, do you think this is finally the moment of true accountability, or is this just another move in a much larger political game? Drop a comment below and let me know your first reaction to seeing those handcuffs, because this is a conversation we need to have right now. To understand how we got to this historic breaking point, we have to look back at the long and dark history of Andrew's association with the infamous financier Jeffrey Epstein, which has haunted the monarchy for decades. It all started with those grainy photographs of them walking through Central Park years ago, and the infamous interview that was supposed to clear his name, but ended up becoming a masterclass in how to end your own career on global television. For years, the palace tried to distance itself by stripping titles and removing the Royal Highness status, but the ghost of these allegations never truly went away, and instead they just simmered under the surface, waiting for the right moment to boil over into total chaos. That moment arrived just 48 hours ago, when a massive cache of previously classified documents and digital files from the Epstein estate were finally unsealed by the Justice Department. And this time the evidence was not just names on a flight log or entries in a black book. We are talking about high-definition digital evidence and graphic photographs that allegedly place the former prince in compromising situations that are so shocking they have sent shockwaves through every government building from London to Washington, D.C. The breakdown of the last 2 days reads like a high-stakes thriller movie, because on Saturday morning at precisely 9:00, the first files were uploaded to a secure government portal, and within seconds, the internet sleuths had already found the smoking gun. By noon, the hashtag #AndrewIsOver was trending with over 5 million posts, as people began to see the decrypted images that supposedly showed the former royal at the infamous island residence during a time when he claimed to be elsewhere. The tension reached a breaking point at 4:00 in the afternoon, when a convoy of unmarked black vehicles was spotted leaving the local police headquarters and heading toward the private estate, where Andrew had been living in near total isolation. Imagine being a neighbor and seeing the literal SWAT team of international investigators breaching the gates of a royal residence to serve a warrant that was decades in the making. The actual arrest happened at exactly 6:30 in the evening, and witnesses say the former prince looked completely unrecognizable and defeated, as he was led out in a plain gray sweatshirt with his hands secured behind his back. This was the shot heard around the world, and within minutes the image of the royal in shackles was the only thing anyone could talk about on TikTok and X. The reaction on social media has been nothing short of explosive, with creators dedicated to royal news pulling all-nighters to analyze every single pixel of the leaked evidence. On TikTok, the theory videos are racking up tens of millions of views, as users point out hidden details in the background of the photographs that seem to link other high-profile celebrities and politicians to the same events. People are calling this the Great Unraveling, because it feels like the first domino has finally fallen, and everyone is wondering who is next on the list. Over on Reddit, the megathreads are reaching capacity as legal experts, and former palace staff weigh in on the technicalities of how a former royal can even be prosecuted under these circumstances. But I want to know from you guys, do you think this arrest is going to lead to more high-profile names being taken down, or will the trail end here? Is the system finally working, or are we just seeing the tip of the iceberg? Let me know in the comments, because your theories are honestly wilder than the news itself. The consequences for the monarchy are absolutely catastrophic at this point, because King Charles is now facing a crisis that could legitimately lead to the end of the crown as we know it. The palace has already issued a statement that is being described as the ultimate betrayal, as they have officially severed every single remaining tie, and confirmed that Andrew does not represent the family in any capacity whatsoever. This is a complete and total excommunication, and it effectively turns him into a private citizen who is now at the mercy of the international legal system without the protection of diplomatic immunity or royal privilege. The financial impact is also massive, as sponsors and charities that were once associated with his name are scrubbing their websites and issuing public apologies for ever being linked to him. We are witnessing the total erasure of a public figure in real time, and it is a stark reminder that no amount of power or prestige can protect you when the truth finally comes to light. Looking forward, the legal battle is expected to be the most watched trial of the century, with experts predicting it will last for years and cost tens of millions of dollars in legal fees. There are already rumors that Andrew might try to strike a deal by revealing information about other powerful individuals, which has everyone in the upper echelons of society absolutely terrified. If he decides to talk, it could be the end for dozens of other careers and the start of a massive cleanup across the global elite. This is truly the end of an era and the beginning of a very dark chapter for the House of Windsor, as they try to navigate the fallout of a scandal that has forever stained their legacy. The world is watching every single move, and the pressure on the justice system to deliver a fair and transparent trial is at an all-time high. As we wait for the next court appearance and the release of even more files, one thing is for certain, and that is that pop culture and politics will never be the same after this week. This is the definition of a viral moment that changes everything, and we will be here every step of the way to bring you the latest updates as they break. Before you go, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because this story is developing by the hour, and you do not want to miss the next major revelation in the case of the year. Whose side are you on in this legal battle, and do you think the former prince will ever see the outside of a prison cell again? Sound off in the comments and let's get the discussion started, because this is history in the making. Would you like me to do a deep dive into the specific celebrities mentioned in the new files, or should we look closer at the palace's secret response plan? Let me know and I will see you in the next one.